So, students, this is primarily for our FMG students who would be appearing for the June exam, June 30th, 2024. I think the result of January was a mixed bag, although the success rate went till like 20% for the entire FMG segment. But of course, there were many students who could not clear the exam. So what should be the plan? What should be the strategy? What should we all be doing? Let's discuss that in details, and then I'll take a lot of questions from you and we'll try to understand your concerns and give my suggestions also. ठीक है, चलिए start करते हैं. So students, पिछले कुछ दिनों में in the last couple of days I've received multiple messages, and we get these messages almost every time a new session starts. But I just want to talk about some of these messages. So, sir, many of my friends cleared the exam, I could not, feeling very low. So this has happened with many students. Friends were able to crack the examination, but they could not, and they are feeling very low. They don't know what to do. They don't know whether to change their strategy. They don't know what mistakes that they made. That is one question. Another question is, I could not complete all the subjects and scored 138, 142, 128, right? Could not complete the course. Third complaint has been that I made a lot of silly mistakes as I got nervous. It happens in the big exams, you tend to get nervous. You may not be able to score as well as you could have had you been confident. Some students are saying that they are seeing on social media many students crack the exam in the first attempt. In fact, that is my observation also. While we were doing interviews, while we were talking to the students, we realized that a good number of students were first attempters. But again, there are many students who are still struggling despite being their third attempt or fourth attempt. And then a question, can I crack with the internship? And again, this is something very interesting. This time when I was interviewing the students who got successful, a big number were interns. Many students told me that they were in China, and for the exam only they took 2 weeks leave. They came back to India, they appeared for the exam and went back, and they cracked the exam. In fact, I was talking to this boy, and he told me that there were 4 students who used to live together, and all of them came to India, and 3 of them cracked the exams. So these are some of the common questions that students have been putting up, right? Let's talk about what needs to be done to crack the exam. See, and yes, the big one, people are saying that the June exam will be tougher, right? This is something that every year this happens. Sometimes students say June exam will be tougher. Sometimes students say January exam will be tougher or December exam will be tougher. See, this is not true. Even in the last exam, this time the success rate was like 20%, and before that it was like 15%. So it is now varying between 15 to 20%. Gone are the days when students used to have 4% or 5% result. The result has been improving over the period of time. What it tells us is that now our FMG students are able to prepare better. More and more of them are getting selected, and more of them are getting selected in the first attempt. So probably the teaching methods or the efforts that FMG students are able to put, or the confidence that the FMG students nowadays carry, that is increasing, which is a very wonderful thing. चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. So what do we need to do to crack the exam? What are the absolute musts? Again, 3 years back or 4 years back, if you had asked me what is the single most important thing to crack the FMG examination, I would have said that if you can cover all the 10-year PYQs, you would pass. But now it's no longer true. Nowadays, the level of NEET PG and the level of FMG exam is the same. The level of NEET PG and the level of FMG exam is the same. Sometimes, in fact, we find that FMG examinations ask tougher questions than even NEET PG. So now we need to have a mix of concepts and facts. Of course, in medical entrance examination, facts would always be important. But having a good hold on concepts is now equally important. So we have to find a way where our concepts are good as well as we have a good hold on our facts. Discipline. You have to study daily. If you think that you can waste your February and March and April, and suddenly in May you think that I will just mug up everything and I would crack the examination, that is not going to happen. You have to study daily, initially at least 8 hours a day. And as we move towards the examination, maybe from April onwards, you have to clock at least 10 to 12 hours a day. So we have to be very disciplined and we have to study very hard. There is no other option with us. What else? We have to have a good hold on on MCQs and PYQs and previous year topics. PYQs is your previous year questions. PYTs is your previous year topics. The question that was put to me, that sir, I get nervous and make silly mistakes. Why does that happen? Because you may not have done that good practice of MCQ solving. Learning is one thing, studying is one thing, but then using that knowledge to crack the MCQ is another thing, and that comes with practice. The importance of previous year questions and previous year topics may have gotten down by a bit, but still it's very important. The students who say that they are stuck at 138 or 140 or 142 for last 2-3 examination, what we see is they are very good with the PYQs. अगर आप उनको एक previous year question दो तो they will crack it. If you give them a PYQ, they will definitely answer it, but उनके concepts उतने अच्छे नहीं होते. So PYQs and PYTs can take you to 120, 130, even 140. But if you have to reach 180, 200 and 220, then you have to go beyond previous year questions. That said, baseline तो PYQs बनाते ही हैं. They will definitely take you till 120, but pass नहीं कराएंगे. GT's practice, again, the whole nervousness thing, that during the examination you are not able to hold your temper. Examination के दिन नर्वस हो जा रहे हो, एग्जामिनेशन के दिन सिली मिस्टेक्स कर रहे हो. ये सिली मिस्टेक्स कैसे हटेंगी? हाउ विल यू गेट रिड ऑफ दीज सिली मिस्टेक्स? बाय डूइंग GTs. When we appear for a GT, it's not only that we are just checking how much do we know. What we are also checking is, can we sit for 2 hours or 4 hours on a stretch? Are we able to maintain our concentration for 2 hours or 4 hours on a stretch? That is also very important. The more GTs you take, the more MCQs you practice, the lesser silly mistakes you make. And we have to reduce the silly mistakes to bare minimum. And this is my favorite. आप कुछ भी कर लीजिए. If you can take the preparation to the last day, आप select हो जाते हैं, आप pass हो जाते हैं. If you can take your preparation to the last day, there would be ups and downs. There is not even a single student who does not have down periods. I was replying to the telegram messages of the successful students in the last couple of days, and one thing I always noticed, the students who have sent me messages that thank you sir, got a pass exam, got 190, got 210, when I scroll up and when I look at their older messages, a large number of those students have sent messages like, sir, I'm not able to study, पढ़ाई नहीं हो पा रही है, sir, I'm feeling very nervous, sir, बहुत डर लग रहा है, right? So people who get selected or who pass the examination are not different from you. They also have their ups and downs. They also go through periods where for 2 days, 3 days they are not able to study well. They also have times when they perform badly in the grand test. But the difference is they keep studying. और यही आपको भी करना है. You have to do the same thing. अगर हमारा एग्जाम जून 30th को है, तो जो बच्चे जून 29 तक पढ़ते रह गए, all those students who can continue studying till June 29th, they are almost completely sure, they can be completely sure of sailing through. Taking the preparation to the last day is extremely important, and remembering that ups and downs are a part of this journey. Nobody has only the ups. Downs तो आएंगे ही आएंगे, किसके नहीं आते हैं, ठीक है? चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. Alright, so our experience regarding Cerebellum's Mission 200 program. So now we are starting with the third batch. Our second batch was extremely successful. I think we got more than 50% success rate we got. We have not really promoted that thing. We have not really advertised it because students are telling each other. If you, I'm sure you must be having friends or seniors in Cerebellum, you can ask them, how did the program work? We are very happy that almost more than 50% of our students cracked the examination, to the extent that we had to say no to putting the photos on the social media. We could not take more interviews because पूरा ही भर गया था. So personally we are very happy. Personally I am very happy because a couple of us, me, Gobind sir, Vivek sir, Apur sir, Spur sir, Zainab ma'am, Dilip sir, all of us were behind making this schedule, that this is how we should approach it. So it's a personal victory for us when our students get selected. But at the same time we were thinking, what did we do right? हमने ऐसा क्या किया कि ज़्यादा अच्छा selection rate आया, and how can we tell this thing to more and more students? So what did we do right? That was the question. Why was this program so successful? I believe one of the biggest reason why Mission 200 program became so successful was we made it very structured. What exactly to do at what time, कब करना है, कितना करना है और क्या करना है, what to do, how to do, when to do. We took this decision from students and took it to ourselves. We said that okay, let us tell that this is what you have to do, students. First phase mein you have to do this, second phase mein you have to do this, third phase mein you have to do this, and finally you have to do this. This structured approach appears to have worked wonderfully. Another thing, when you follow a program like Cerebellum's Mission 200, in which we have daily lectures every day, it forces you to be disciplined. This whole problem that I don't feel like studying today, you all of you go through that कि मेरा आज पढ़ने का मन नहीं कर रहा है. But when when the notification comes in the app that at 5:30 p.m. Dr. Apur Mehra is about to start his class, Dr. Gobind is about to start his class, Dr. Spursh is about to start his class, or Dr. Vivek is about to start his class, you cannot skip that. It enforces discipline. It makes you regular. You have to study. You have to study daily. ये regularity एक live lecture program लेके आता है. For those of you who do not know what Mission 200 Plus is, I'll explain what are the parts of it. But it is basically a program which is focused on live lectures. 2 years back or 1.5 years back, we thought of this thing. The problem of content is taken care of. एक टाइम पे इशू था कि लोगों को पता नहीं था कहाँ से पढ़ें. Now there is so much content available that people do not know how to complete it. We thought that okay, let us give this task to the teacher. Say I am the psychiatry teacher. I can record 30 hours of psychiatry lecture. You can try watching those videos. You might take 7 days to complete it. But now what you have done is in Mission 200 Plus, you have told Dr. Praveen Tripathi, you have got 10 hours or 12 hours. In these 12 hours, you have to complete the course of psychiatry. Students would be sitting with you live in the class. You have to complete everything. After you're done, your class would be recorded, would be kept in the app. Students can watch it again. Now the onus is on the teacher. Onus is on me to complete that class, to complete everything that is important, to ensure that your PYQs are covered, to ensure your PYTs are covered, to ensure your concepts are good, and to ensure that I am not giving you things which would never be asked in the exams. So when you give this kind of approach, of course, when you bring the expertise of teacher, experience of teacher, it results in improved results. What else? We have E&Ds, the test and discussions. Again, all of them are live. What we do, I'll show you the steps. We take the class, we say for example psychiatry, I'll teach you for 12 hours or 10 hours, and then we'll have a test. We'll take a test. You appear for the test. After that we will have a live discussion. So we are doing everything online, but we are doing it live. This is another thing, guys. When it comes to grand test, I think different institutes tend to follow different things. In GTs, what I have seen is one approach can be give very difficult questions in the exams, in the GTs, so that student gets mightily impressed. Students feel, wow, this is a great question. Another approach can be try to keep GTs as close as to the real exam. The problem with the first approach is when you see very difficult questions in the GTs, it drops, it results in a drop, it drops your confidence, it decreases your confidence. More importantly, you start learning those things that would never be asked in the exams. That actually takes you towards a wrong direction. But when you try to keep the GT as close to the exam, you're giving a very important practice to the student. Also, you're forcing the student to revise things that are more and more likely to be asked in the exams. What is the advantage of Mission 200 Plus over the live lectures? We also do live lectures, right? There are many students who love live lectures, face-to-face lectures, offline centers mein. That is okay. But for some students, sitting for 10 hours or 11 hours is very difficult. They are not able to absorb the information. So there the online live lectures become better because they are for like 5 hours or sometimes 5.5 hours. And the biggest problem when you study with the videos, you watch a video of 2 hours at 2x speed and it takes you 5 hours to complete it. This happens, right? Why? Because it's difficult to sustain your attention for long periods of time. The distractions invariably creep in. That is why the live lecture is a lifesaver. Right, guys? Alright, coming to the actual schedule. I think GRG sir and Apur sir already discussed about it, but let me go through it quickly. The first lap, the first thing is we will be starting Mission 200 Plus from Feb 15th. In the first lap, we will have live classes plus T&Ds, the test and discussions. So for example, we'll start with GRG sir. In 4 days, he will complete Pharma. The classes will start at 5:30 p.m. or 5 p.m. in the evening. Will continue till like 10 p.m. 4 days he completes Pharma. Then Spur sir comes, then anesthesia Janvi ma'am comes, takes 1 day of anesthesia. Then Spur sir comes, takes 4 days of pathology. And then we have a test and discussion where we ask questions from these 3 subjects. In the last Mission 200 Plus, we gave 1 T&D to every subject because we had more time, right? It continued till Jan 20th. But this time from 15th Feb till 30th June, we have lesser time, but the number of questions will remain the same. We have decreased the number of days, but number of questions will remain the same. You will have enough practice. So these ENDs would be mega ENDs. They would be big ENDs. Then we go to orthopedics and forensic medicine and then END for both of them. Then we have surgery, radiology, dermat, ENT, obs gynae, the big subject of medicine, given more days, right? So on and so forth. So one by one, all the subjects would be covered and the test and discussion would be done for all the subjects. So this first phase is going from Feb 15th till your May 6th. So almost March, April, May. So almost 75 to 80 days. We complete the lap 1. Classes completed. First round of test and discussion completed. Then comes your first revision. The lap 2 is first revision. Now we want you to revise whatever notes that you have made and appear for the second round of tests. So see, 5th May we completed your END of micro and PSM, and then you study for 6th May, 7th May, 8th May, 9th May. 9th May in the evening, the pharma and pathology test and discussion will be taken. In the evening we'll have discussion. In the morning hours you can take the test. Then you have 10th May, 11th May. On 12th May we will have a test of the shorter subjects. Then you are given 13th May, 14th May, 15th May. You study, you appear for OBG test. 16th May, 17th May you revise microphysio. 18th May you appear for the END of micro and physio. Then you have a GT. GTs are there in the first round, first lap as well. So on and so forth. So by 7th of June, we are done with our first revision, right? Then we move to the lap 3. This was a huge hit amongst the students. It's a marathon program. Marathon program means 10 to 11 hours of lecture every day. It's going to be tough, but it's going to be super high yield. In those 7-8 days, we cover the entire thing. In those 7-8 days, we teach for around 80-84 hours, almost 11 hours a day. But the entire thing is revised. Focus on PYTs, PYQs, the important topics. So, 1 day 3 subject, 1 day 2 subject. For bigger subjects like surgery, medicine, 1 day. 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. A break on 14th. Then 15th, 16th, 17th, right? This is the marathon. ठीक है. And last May, 4th lap, your favorite Dr. Zainab Bora, ma'am will take 3 BTR sessions. These sessions are of around 4 hour duration and she focuses on the topics which are very likely to be asked. So lap 1, lap 2, lap 3, lap 4, Last 4-5 days we leave you to yourself to revise, to relax, whatever you want to do. But by the time we reach this lab 4, you have revised the syllabus at least 3 times. And you are following something, so there is no chance of getting distracted here. Right? Along with this, of course, some students say that, say I am an intern, what if I miss a class? Whatever live lectures are taken, they are recorded and uploaded in the app. All live lectures are recorded and uploaded in the app. In case you are a student who has done some subjects and who does not want to follow the live lecture for that subject, you can always go and watch the recorded videos. We have got main videos and the rapid revision or quick revision videos, English as well as English. But students, live lectures have their own massive advantage. If you think that, okay, let me not follow the live lecture, I will watch it tomorrow. Tomorrow there would be another live lecture. So if you maintain the discipline, you get that massive edge, right? The reason why teachers are doing so much hard work, every day taking classes is not easy. It's very difficult to even, structure all this. It would have been easier for us also to just record the content and put it out there, that watch whatever you want to watch. But we realize that when you put live in between, you bring the structure and discipline that is required, and that is so effective. So do not miss the live lectures. It is a game changer. Along with that, QBanks, GTs, BTR videos by Dr. Zainab Vora, everything, whatever is in the app becomes accessible to you. And I think the last slide is this. If you are a part of Cerebellum Academy already, we will be starting from 15th. If you are not a part of Cerebellum Academy, why not? Why not? Why are you missing out on so many things? Please join Cerebellum Academy. Go to the website. Go to the plans. In the plans, you will see Mission 200 Plus FMGE new batch. Join it. The classes, live lectures that would be taken, they are usually in sync with what we call as quick revision notes or rapid revision notes. So you can enroll without notes if you want to. If you can enroll with notes if you want to. And you can also use the coupon code Cerebellum, that will give you rupees 1000 discount. So in the end, students, before I take your questions, I just want to say this, that in the last 2 batches, what we have seen is, if we follow a proper approach, if we put enough hard work, if we follow whatever is being taught to us, we get selected, we pass examination even in the first go. It was very heartwarming to see so many students cracking the exam in the first attempt during their internship. So exam is not that simple anymore, but the options of preparation have improved a lot. You have got all these things going on for you. If you are ready to put your hard work, if you are ready to say that for the next 4.5 months, everything else in my life will take a back seat, बाकी सब चीज़ें ज़िंदगी में सेकेंडरी हो जाएंगी. 30 जून की जो तारीख है, द डेट ऑफ 30 जून इज इम्प्रिंटेड इन माई हेड. वही आपको दिखाई दे रहा है, वही आपके दिमाग में आ रहा है, वही आपको सुनाई दे रहा है. इफ़ यू कैन डू दैट for those 4.5 months, if everything else in your life can take a back seat, nobody can stop you from crossing a score of 200, and that is our mission, that you cross 200. All right, let's see the questions. Divya is asking, will we get PDF of live lectures? So Divya, there are 2 types of PDFs. One is unannotated PDF, the PDF which the teacher uses to teach. That is added to the Telegram group every day. Before the class, 2-3 hours before the class, you can download it, you can use it. Then after the class is done, there is an annotated PDF. It is uploaded on the app. You cannot download it. But to save time, I would advise that you take the quick revision notes. Rather than spending time while writing, just listen to the teacher. It saves you a lot of time and it keeps you on track in the class. All right. Abhishek is asking, saying it uploads 1 hour after the class ends. Sometimes it gets uploaded right after the class, but usually it gets uploaded the next day. Muhammad Ali Khan is saying, sir, I have to take December 24. Is it good if I do June mission and then revise it multiple times? Yes, Muhammad Ali Khan, you can do that. You can definitely do that. And another thing that you can do is, in case you find that you are not so good in any particular subject, you can also use main videos of that particular subject. Because your exam is like 10 months away. So you can study in deep for certain subjects. Dr. Anki is saying, can we please have a subscriber only WhatsApp group? Anki, but I'm sorry, but the number of students that we have now crosses the limit of the WhatsApp. WhatsApp allows only 1,000 students. At this point of time, Cerebellum has almost 50,000 paid subscribers. You can't do that. Khushbu is saying, sir, I'm in third year, so should I start studying now for FMG? Yes, Khushbu, you should start studying, but maybe you can focus more on the main videos. If you can watch these live lectures for certain subjects, that would be great. One thing that you can do is whatever subjects you are studying in your college, you can watch the live lectures or the recorded lectures for those subjects so that you have a very strong background. See, the good thing about Cerebellum content is main videos, rapid revision videos or quick revision videos, and the live content. It's all in sync. If you study from main video, live lectures become a revision for you, right? So it's not that you are doing different things. Ram is asking which notes to follow. Ram, my sincere advice would be go with quick revision notes if you are planning to take the June exam. If you are planning to take the next year exam or the December exam, you can go with the main notes. But for this, go with quick revision notes. All right. So somebody with a profile name Can I Kiss You is asking, sir, please tell me, I don't remember anything now what I studied in my previous year. So if I start studying now with live classes properly, can I clear the exam? बेटा ऐसा है, देखो पहली बात, you would not have forgotten everything. This is what we feel, but somewhere in our mind something remains. Maybe you have forgotten a lot of it, but it remains. Starting studies after a long gap, the problem is not that whether I can pass it now or not. The problem is it's so difficult to start. The inertia is so much. Say somebody got married, somebody had kids, somebody got into a job. Now they want to start all over again. The problem is not that they cannot clear the examination. The problem is the inertia. It's very difficult to start. But once you start, you realize you start getting into the flow. So definitely you can crack it, but you will have to start. Another thing that you will have to remember is you cannot go from 0 to 1 in day 1. ऐसा नहीं होगा कि आपने आज पढ़ाई शुरू की और कल आपने 10 घंटे पढ़ाई कर ली. It doesn't work like that. It's a flow. When you start studying after many days or many months or many years, initially maybe you'll be able to clock 4 hours or 3 hours or 2 hours, and then you start building up. Second is live lectures allow you passive studying. If you have not studied for 1 year and I ask you open a video and now study with it, it's going to be very difficult. But if I ask you open your app and a teacher is teaching from zero, from the scratch, follow him or her, it is going to be much easier. That is why we believe that live lectures are a game changer. So beta, to answer you, 100% you can crack the examination. The question is whether you can remain disciplined and whether you are able to study hard, and most importantly, can you sacrifice everything else in your life? If the answer to these 3 questions is yes, my answer is 100% you will pass the exam. Ninja Sukumaran is saying, sir, can't focus more than 1 hour. Can I take piracetam? No, it is not known to have any kind of benefit. Issue is asking, sir, will we have many more interview sessions? Issue beta, we have taken more than 50 interviews and now YouTube or Instagram will block us if we take more interviews or post more things. I'm sorry, but Issue, I think you passed the examination and you are a Cerebellum student. Well done. We are very proud of you. We may not be able to take all the interviews, but we are very happy. And all those students who pass the examination, my strict instruction is enjoy for a week or so. Usse upar nahi. Start preparing for NEET PG. This time you have to get great ranks and get into great government colleges. मेहनत करनी है, बहुत ज़्यादा enjoy नहीं करना है. Tushar is asking, sir, if someone is watching the live classes, is there a need to watch pre-recorded rapid revision videos? No. Actually, Tushar, the live lectures are more elaborate than the rapid revision videos. What we are doing is main videos and rapid revision videos, somewhere in the middle, we have the live lectures. For example, take the example of psychiatry. Psychiatry rapid revision videos are hardly of 5 hours. Main lectures are for around 15 hours. But the live lectures that I let me repeat it. Main videos are of 15 hours, rapid revision videos are of around 5 hours, and the live lectures are of around 10 to 11 hours. So it's somewhere in the middle. So your live lectures are actually more elaborate than the rapid revision videos or quick revision videos as we call them in Cerebellum. राइट और आगे बात करते हैं. अंकी, वी डोंट हैव टाइम बेटा, इसलिए हमें कुछ कंबाइन करने पड़ेंगे. Shashank Shikhar is saying, sir, can you upload unannotated PDF one day before? See, the reason why we can't do so is teachers keep on making changes till before the class, right? Every teacher wants to incorporate all new things. जैसे अभी नया एग्जाम हुआ है, so we want to add all those things which are added, which are asked in the exams, and they do it till the class starts. So we can't do that. Dilip is saying, sir, we are not in India. There is a time gap, so we can have classes early. Classes early मतलब क्या? आज कितना 11 तो हो गया, 11 तो हो गया. In 4 days we are starting. Okay, Himani is asking a very good question. Before that, Ram, I have answered you. Quick revision notes are better. Himani is saying, sir, what if we have completed only 3 to 4 subjects? Should we still appear for GTs? Himani, the answer is an absolute yes. GTs do not only assess your preparation levels. They also see whether you can sit for 3 hours or 2.5 hours or 4 hours or not. More importantly, whatever questions you do in GTs, when the same question gets asked in the exams, you are likely to answer it correct, right? And that is why we have such a huge focus on keeping our GTs closer to the exam. ये बात ना GRG सर कई बार बोलते हैं कि GT में जो क्वेश्चन गलत कर दिया वो क्वेश्चन आप मेन एग्जाम में गलत नहीं करोगे. The question that you mark wrong in a GT, you would never mark it wrong in the real paper. So that is why GTs are so important. Also, you get to see your progress, na? Dr. Devil, no, you cannot take classes on laptop. Prashant is asking, sir, are 4 months enough for June FMGE exam? The answer is an absolute yes, 100%. See, it's a lot of time. 15 days of Feb, 14 days of Feb, right? 31 days of March. कितना हो गया? 31 plus 14, 45. 30 days of April, 75. 31 days of May, 106, 106. And then almost 30 days of June or 29 days of June, 135. 135 days you have. Let's say out of these 135 days, you take a break every 13th day or every 10th day. Let's make it 125 days. 10 days आपने rest कर लिया. And say you are studying on an average 8 to 10 hours. You have got 1000 to 125 0 hours to study. बहुत होता है ये time. It's huge amount of time. You can crack any examination. You can crack even INICT with this. But it's not easy. Clocking 8 to 10 hours every day is not going to be easy, right? And but see, when you include 5 hours of lectures in it, it becomes easier. मुझे ना एक बच्चे ने बड़ी अच्छी बात बोली थी. He said कि sir, in the morning hours when I'm fresh, I self-study. And in the evening when I start to get tired, I follow the live lectures. Because it's easier to follow the live lectures than self-studying. So this is another benefit. Snehal, beta, sorry. Most of the students who are preparing are in India. So that is why we are starting at 5:30. Or 5, I think it's 5 p.m. Rahul is saying, sir, I had scored 149 in December and I had taken Cerebellum. How to start again? Rahul, if you have reached till 149, then it's just a matter of time. Whatever you did, just do it again. Just keep doing it. Maybe more of PYQs, more of MCQ solving, more of GTs. And by the way, well done. For those of you who cross 145, well done. You might be disappointed, but you have done something amazing. And you will definitely get, you will definitely pass in the June examination. Shivendra is saying, sir, how many subjects should be done before taking any GT? Shivendra, irrespective of how many subjects you have done, appear for GT. It is not only to assess your preparation, it is also a preparation tool. करना ही करना है. Anurag, what you can do is, this time you can be more focused. You can follow the live lectures, focus more on the quick revision notes, right? See, we have to keep on debulking the content for us, right? We have to keep on making it concise so that we can revise it. 5 days before the examination, we should have something where we can, revise everything. That is very important. Randhir is saying, sir, I got 125 in first attempt, options confused in the exam. Randhir, your statement tells me one thing, that you are not so good in the concepts, beta, right? If you're getting confused in the exams, your concepts are not good. Maybe you have done some PYQs That is why you are reaching 120, 125. But the jump from 125 to 180, 190 will come with concepts clearing. For that, attend the live lectures. Chitransh, you can do that from the website. All right. Somebody by the profile name of AK is asking, sir, live lectures and quick revision notes content will be the same? It's almost similar. If you are following the quick revision notes, you will have to add certain things because live lectures are more elaborate than the quick revision notes, but that is like 10 to 20% at max. All right. Vishnu is asking, hi sir, I have already purchased plan for FMG. Am I eligible to attend the lectures? Yes, you are. If you have been a premium subscriber of Cerebellum, you are allowed to watch live lectures. You don't have to buy it again. Delta Beats is saying live classes can be watched later like recorded. Yes, you can do that. But doing that kind of defeats the purpose. Na? Lectures, video recording to thi hi. Recorded lectures were always there. So try to follow the live lectures as much as possible. If you miss a particular lecture, of course you can watch the recorded version. We keep it in the app. Surjit is saying, sir, I got 137 marks in first attempt in last month, did not review anatomy, pharmacology, medicine. Give me advice what to do. Surjit, that is the important thing, na beta. You cannot leave any subject. And now with things like marathon program, where in one day you are completing the entire medicine, in half day you are completing pharmacology, why did you leave it? Why did you leave those subjects? Don't make that mistake again. Complete all the subjects. See, in every subject, there are some questions which are very simple. Maybe 30%, 35%, and add to that 30 to 40% of average questions. Even if you have read that subject once or twice, you would get, say, half of those questions correct. Leaving a subject is like, it's a self-inflicted damage. Don't do that. You have to cover everything. So the profile with the name Can I Kiss You, beta, you can start studying, ho jayega. Aapko, if you think that you have no knowledge, even then it is okay. As long as you are a doctor, as long as you are a medical student, you have some basis, you have some kind of ground to build your preparation upon, and it will happen. Jaideep is saying, sir, I attended live lectures in December session, so it's necessary to see live lectures again or revision sufficient? Jaideep, I would again advise you to watch the live lectures. It will act as a revision for you. See, on your own, it would be very difficult to revise everything in 2 days or 3 days. But following live lectures and taking the test and discussion, it would be much easier. Live lectures bring discipline to your preparation. They bring regularity to your preparation. If you are somebody who has such a great self-discipline that you can study on your own, great. You can do that. But if you're like 99% of the students who find it difficult, then follow the live lectures. All right, these are repeat questions. FMG baby is asking, if I miss live lecture, can I watch afterwards? Yes, you can. Shivam is saying, sir, I bought December FMG mission plan. Should I have to buy again for June? If it is expired, then yes. If you have subscription, if your subscription is still active, no. Right. If I miss live class, can I watch afterwards? Yes, 100%. ठीक है. सो आई थिंक अब आप लोग क्वेश्चंस रिपीट हो रहे हैं. तो देखो ऐसा है भाई, बहुत टाइम नहीं बचा है. देयर इज नॉट मच टाइम लेफ्ट, बट देयर इज इनफ टाइम लेफ्ट टू get any score that you want. Let us continue working forward with an attempt to cross that magic number of 200. And you must have seen on social media and on YouTube videos, the interviews that we have been taking, so many students did cross 200. So if they can do it, you can do as well. There is no difference between the students who cracked it and you. The only difference is they were disciplined, they did hard work, and they reached where they wanted to reach. You can do it too. Please do not waste time. From 15th we are starting. If you are not a part of Cerebellum Academy, join it now, and let's see you in the class. Alright guys, मेहनत करो, पढ़ाई करो, सपना पूरा करो अपने माँ बाप का भी, अपना भी, राइट. If you want to achieve something big in life, it requires sacrificing a lot. अगर सिगरेट्स पी के, बियर पी के, दोस्तों चिल मार के, गौतम नगर की गलियों में घूम के खुशी मिलती होती तो बात ही क्या थी. खुशी मिलती है मेहनत करके, खुशी मिलती है 10-10 घंटे पढ़ाई करके, खुशी मिलती है टेस्ट लगा के, प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस करके. फाइनल खुशी मिलती है जब वो रिजल्ट आता है और जब आप लगाते हो ना खुश होके अपनी प्रोफेशनल फ़ोटो कोट और टाई और सूट में और लिखते हो कि पास एग्ज़ाम. दैट इज़ द रियल हैप्पीनेस. नो अमाउंट ऑफ डेटिंग, नो अमाउंट ऑफ consuming alcohol and smoking, no amount of watching movies, no amount of Netflix can give you that kind of happiness or satisfaction that you get when you succeed in life. Work hard, this is the time, and you will definitely pass the examination. May God bless you all.